Hi.
Hi.
Thank you for stopping by. I appreciate
You're
it.
welcome. I can't go in. I've got my granddaughter in the car.
Oh, okay. I saw that there is a court date, November 3rd. What's that all about?
Don't know anything about it.
Well, there was a cover letter sent on
Let's see if
October
I've
the
got it on my
2nd.
calendar.
On October 7th,
When's it supposed to be?
November 3rd at 1:30 p.m.
I don't think I have that on my calendar.
On October 7th, a cover letter was sent, a magistrate was appointed, and there's a motion.
November 7th?
November 3rd
Oh.
at 1:30 p.m.
I have nothing down. Not a thing on November 3rd.
You know,
I have no idea.
the court may have declared me legally dead, but I'm very much alive.
Okay, well,
and
I don't have anything on November 3rd.
I deserve to be
hearing.
treated like a human being, and boy, she's adorable.
Skyland.
Oh,
Skyland. Come here, baby.
oh, she's beautiful.
Thank
She's
you.
beautiful. Thank you. Aw,
She's losing teeth. This is falling out. The one
Yeah.
down here is falling out.
that's that
You
age.
can go in. You can go in.
She's
Go on.
adorable. Yeah, she shouldn't hear any of this anyway.
Oh,
It's
no.
not
Skyland,
appropriate.
look around right there, and we'll
Yeah.
talk right here for a minute.
Yeah, it's not appropriate for her
no,
to hear
it's
that.
not. Oh, it's not.
Not appropriate.
No, it's
Oh,
not.
she's a beautiful girl. You're very lucky.
Thank you. I don't know anything about that hearing on the 3rd. I've never heard anything about it.
You know, ever since
Not a thing.
you know, I don't want to sound accusatory because I'm not being that way. Trust me. But when you and Attorney Ropo issued Dr. Sam Sugar the cease and desist order, I haven't heard from Attorney Patrick Weber since. He's been nowhere to be found. He won't return my phone calls, won't respond to emails. It's like
At all?
No, I'm like totally dead, like I don't exist.
I mean, not that I ever talked to him. I might have talked to him once in the last 2 or 3 months. I don't talk to Pat. I talk to Vito, but not to Pat. Once in a blue moon do I ever talk to Pat.
And you know, like I said, my parents and we worked all our lives. The government already got 35% of my parents' estate. I worked
Yeah.
over 30 years as a nurse. You know this guardianship is totally fraudulent and illegal. You know that. You know it.
Well, the only thing I
I'm
can
totally
do,
capacitated. And how come you haven't advocated on my behalf?
I've tried my best to get you to go see that psychiatrist, and this could all be over with.
You know what? It's a racket, and you know it.
That's what the courts has told me I have to
Nobody in
do.
the United States gets out of guardianship. And even after a ward is dead, the estate is still plundered. The court goes after the living relatives and forces them to lose their homes and bank accounts and be homeless or live in RVs or on somebody's couch. That's how the system works. There's 55,000 other wards in Florida.
There's a lot.
This is a $4 trillion a year racket in the United States. And to silence wards in this country, you isolate the ward in an ALF or a nursing home. You get a doctor to order meds to drug them into a stupor so that they're sleeping their lives away
I don't
and
do
can't
that.
complete a sentence. And
No, I
I
don't do
have
that.
been court ordered to exist and vegetate for the past 265 days.
Well, that's because you won't see the psychiatrist.
There's nothing wrong with me, and you know it. And those 3 capacity exams that were done on February 9th were totally illegal and fraudulent. There was no medical exam done. There 2 evaluators were done in the presence.
I don't think the manager's going to enjoy, like us sitting here talking about all this stuff for all these guests.
Well, they're not here. But what I'm saying, we've got privacy now. And what I'm saying is, don't threaten me with about the manager or anything. I don't
Karen,
appreciate
I'm not
that.
threatening you, for Christ's sakes.
But what I'm saying is, The capacity exams were phony. Dr. Carmine
There's
Errico,
nothing I
who
can do about that.
recused himself,
The only
he
thing I can
said
do is what the judge says.
he's over 80 years old and he works for the court. He's a doctor at the Terracina Grand. Marcy Bevacqua worked with that Heritage Rehab place on 41 in downtown Naples. So she's court affiliated. And
I'm sure all the examining
and
committee members
Carmody worked for Avow. So these three evaluators rake in business for the courts. And they don't get paid unless they
I know how
declare
this all
somebody
works, Karen.
incapacitated.
They get paid whether they do or not.
I'm telling you, I had 3 exams done,
I've got to
physicals,
check on my granddaughter.
drug
I can't stand her
testing,
do this.
physical,
Stella,
psych
Renee,
exams.
You put them back right now where they go right now, and you put them where the places where they go. You put them exactly where they belong, in the right place, in the right place. That you put them in the right place right now. Because I said so. You're not taking all this stuff, that's their stuff. Put it where it goes, find where it goes, put them in the right place. As soon as you get done, we're leaving. I know you're about to start and you're tired.
She's
We've been
so cute.
marked
She's
all
so
day.
cute.
Thank you, Karen.
No, really, she is. I mean it. I love kids. Anyway, what I'm saying is, it was done illegally. This whole guardianship is fraudulent. And the goal of me seeing a psychiatrist is, it's a rigged system. The psychiatrist will say, oh, this woman's crazy. And then I'll be locked up, drugged up,
No, you
until the
won't.
money runs out.
You will not be drugged up or locked up anywhere. Nobody's trying to do that to you.
You know, there's no jurisdiction for this guardianship in Florida from the get-go. Everybody lives in Illinois. I've been estranged from these people for years, yet a judge doesn't even bother to check to see that I got 2 full-time jobs and I'm going to school full-time, blindly signs off on the orders, and here I'm held hostage.
You're not being held hostage, Karen.
I
I've
have
tried
no
my best to
civil
find you an
rights.
apartment to rent, and I can't find any
You
other rent
promised
to
me
you.
an apartment when I was in the domestic violence shelter
No one
in
will
Naples.
rent to you. I've tried.
Listen to me. I had a place to stay with my 2nd-year contract at Fawcett Memorial Hospital as a nurse. I was employed, 2
That
jobs.
was before your sisters did all this.
You know what? You can blame my sisters all you want, but you know what? They're the average yeah, they have a vendetta against me, but it's the court's fault for allowing this to commence and to continue. So don't go blaming 2 people who don't have a law degree, who don't have the power like the courts do. Yeah, they are to blame for initiating this crap, but Mr. Ropo should have told them, you know what? This isn't right. It's unethical. It's immoral. But he didn't do that. An attorney, 2 years, fresh out of Ave Maria, he learned how to be unethical and immoral and do this to somebody who just turned 57 years old. I have my whole life ahead of me.
I know you do.
And now, after this, I won't be able to get a job. My whole life is ruined.
Not necessarily.
Not necessarily.
Not if it gets all dropped and you get it taken care of.
But you know what? I won't have a penny left because you, the judges, the attorneys, the evaluators, everybody involved are going to plummet my estate. You're going to rape me of all of my assets and I will have nothing left.
That's because you won't do what the judge
Because
says.
I won't, the judge doesn't do what he says. He was supposed to replace Attorney Weber. There's a
You need to
court
stop yelling
order.
here at the hotel.
There's a court
inappropriate.
order to replace him. Attorney Weber, the judge wrote an order that he would do it. He never did. The judge, Murphy, doesn't follow his own orders.
He said he would do what?
To replace Weber. And Weber was supposed to replace you. It's a kangaroo court.
They can replace me as quick as they want to. This hurt my feelings.
Nobody will take the case.
No, they won't.
I called Guardians here Nobody will take the case because they know it's so frickin' corrupt.
They won't. None of them will take it. I've
No,
tried
'cause
my
it's
best to
corrupt.
find someone to take it.
Yeah, nobody wants it because nobody wants to be associated with corruption.
Well, I've tried my best to get somebody else to take it and can't. Because it sure would hurt my feelings.
You know, but the easiest solution, you have the power to file papers with the judge terminating this guardianship. Just say, I resign as Karen Federighi's guardian. She doesn't need guardianship. You have the power to submit those papers to the court. Why don't you do it?
I don't have the power to do that. The attorneys have to do that. I'm
Why
not
don't
the
you
attorney.
tell the attorneys to, you had them write up a cease and desist order, have them write up orders to say that I'm fully competent, which I am. We don't
That's
have to
up
go.
The attorneys, they're not
we-
going to listen to me.
They did writing up a cease and desist
I
order.
didn't ask them to do that. They asked me if they could do it for me. I did not ask them to do that
Why did you agree to it?
because I wanted them people to leave me alone.
Of course, so you
They
can
were
continue.
harassing me.
So you can continue
And
getting
they were
my
saying
money.
lies about me.
How come I've gotten bills for somebody else's taxi?
Oh my God, you're never going to let that live down, are you? I didn't do that. They did
How come
it.
you're billing me hundreds of dollars for phone calls?
Because it's what I do, Karen.
It's what you do.
That's how guardianships work.
You steal people's money.
Okay, I'm done.
Where's my money?
I gave it to them.
All right, another thing, would you kindly extend